Hello, friends. In this episode of NSFW, we're joined by Mark B., CEO of GetFTW.com. It's FTW, actually, but that's just the website. We play a little game of Urban Dictionary, Balderdash, start our own $100 million startup, play a game of the Bubble Jumble. Yes, folks, you have entered NSFW. Why are you licking? Why are you licking?
Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Bandwidth for NSFW is brought to you by Cashfly at CACHEFLY.com.
This is NSFW episode 70 for April 4th, 2011. Synergy. This episode of NSFW brought to you by Squarespace. Head on over to squarespace.com/NSFW to get your free 2-week trial.
NSFW is brought to you by Netflix. Watch thousands of TV episodes and movies streamed to your PC, Mac, or TV instantly. Plus, get DVDs by mail in about one business day. For your free 30-day trial, go to netflix.com/TWIT.
Hey, what's up, makeup? Hey, what's up, makeup? My God, what's up? Hey, what's up, makeup? Hey, what's up, PK? Dein Wasserschein. It's unbelievable, I messed up. I wish somebody loved me. Oh, I wish somebody loved me. Oh, what's up, big lad? What's up, big lad? What's up, what's up, what's up? You best two bad guys. She's a badass. Right, nice casually. I was up like a pig. It's a bad mistake. Suck it off. Suck it up. Well, suck it off. Where's Kojak?
All right, look, I think that's all we can take. It's got to be go time. You can only urinate on the grave of the Rolling Stones for so long before it has to be time to start the new show full of wind, the new songs for the Weaponets, none other than NSFW. I'm your host, Brian Broshwood, joined as always by my inimitable co-host, the one, the only. It's Justin Robert Rubles III. How are you, JRY?
I'm doing fantastic, Brian. How are you?
I'm doing very well as well. What's up with you? What's up in your world, my good friend?
Not a whole hell of a lot. We're joined by an awesome guest.
No.
Fantastic guest.
I don't believe you.
He's somebody who's wanted to come on the show forever, and you might have seen him in some of our episodes before. But he is now the newly minted founder and CEO of FTW, which you can find at GetFTW.com. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark B., welcome as an official guest.
What is going on, Mr. Mark B? Now, this is a weird thing. This is like you finally are a free spirit and able to join unencumbered to say and do whatever you want. You're drinking in the show, really.
No,
that's happening. Wow.
Oh.
So
the inventor of pants check himself, Mark B.
Yeah, for those of you guys who don't remember, Mark B., of course, the first time he called in, one of our very first instances where a sponsor called in to join us right here live on the show. And Mark B., we asked him what wish he wanted granted. And he said more than anything, he wanted to get pants check trending on the Twitters. And thankfully, we're able to make that happen for him. Mark B., what are you up to now? Talk to us about your a little bit of FTW, bro.
Well, first of all, I am wearing pants, just for the record. Secondly, FTW, it's a platform agnostic data portability solution for video games.
First of all, words. You're talking.
Yeah.
The show's called NSFW. It's not called This Week in 7-Year-Olds Who Are Smarter Than the People Who Watch NSFW. Go ahead.
Are you sure? Because I thought I'm on the wrong show then. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It makes what you want to play independent from where you play it. So we sync all your game save data from your iPhone to your Android device to your Xbox. So what that means is you'll be playing Plants vs. Zombies on your way home from work. And then when you get home, you switch to either your iPad or you switch to your Xbox on your 50-inch TV, and you pick up right where you left off.
So in other words, like your Xbox, your PSP, your PDA, your PDQ,
Your Atari 2600.
all of them
Especially the
synchronized.
Atari.
So, but the idea is you don't have to worry about saving games, like because every time I reinstall my computer, of course, I lose all that stuff. And I understand, like Steam does it within Steam, but
Correct.
then you've got some other service that that you're like, oh, I don't have it on that, right?
Correct. Yeah, and it's actually a really big problem on iOS too. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys play like Angry Birds or whatever, but every time you got to get your phone restored or you've got multiple iOS devices, it's just a super huge pain. Like if you have an iPad and an iPhone, why doesn't it know? It should know.
I agree. It should know. And you know what else I should know?
I need them to get FTW is what I need is my favorite games. Get
That's
on that
correct.
service so I can be emancipated from the tyranny of nonsense that they're currently enslaving us in.
Well, and you know what I want to know is what we're up to on this episode of NSFW. Mr. Justin Robert Rung, take two. Justin,
Yeah.
what's up?
All right, so here's the deal, folks. We have a lot of really, really fun stuff in store for you this week, including we're playing a little round of Urban Dictionary Balderdash. We're also playing How Long Can My Face Be Covered by a Menu, which is a favorite here.
You know what's funny is I'm not going to lie. Like I full on made sure to go to the top of your window to right click it thinking, oh, this will be genius. I can hide my self view so I won't be covering you up on the bottom and I'll be able to go through and everything will be fine. And instead I totally covered your face. But then I thought, what's great about Justin is that he's such a pro. He'll just roll with it. And then you did.
No. I just want to let everybody know that if you had the over in 1.5 seconds, then collect your winnings. For Justin's face covered by a menu.
Go on.
We have Urban Dictionary Balderdash, which if that does not make absolute sense to you right now, then don't worry, it will by the end of the episode. Me, Brian, and Mark are going to dip our toes into the startup world. We're going to try and create our own $100 million startup totally on a paper pitch. We're going to figure it out on this episode. We're going to raise $100 million by the end of the week, and that's a guarantee. But first, we are going to start off with a game I like to call the Bubble Jumble.
All right. Now, you pitched this idea to me, and I only half understood it because I may have been asleep at the time, but I woke up in the middle of a dream, and you were talking about some idea where we were able to identify real startups from fake startups. Is that what we're about to play?
Basically, here's the deal. Startups are all over the place. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but everybody's getting $1 billion these days. All you got to do is you got to sign your name on a piece of paper. It says, I want $1 billion. I got an idea. Mobile, social, buzz, Bluetooth, marketing,
3D.
Revenue stream. And you hand it to, you fold it up into a paper airplane and you throw it down Sand Hill Road or whatever in Silicon Valley, and $1 billion just shows up on your door. So here's what I did. I went through and picked a lot of startups that have either gotten money or have released apps over the last month or so. And I have a description of what they are,
Okay.
then their actual name
Okay.
mixed up with a fake name that I came up, and then another fake name that I came up with. And you guys are going to have to decide which is the real one. So it's going to be
Real
Brian
quick.
versus Mark.
Before we begin this, Mark, just to check in, what is it that FTW does again?
It's actually a platform for dogs to get Bluetooth installed so that they'll work with this service that Justin and I came up with.
Yes, Doggone.
Called Doggone.
Doggone, yeah.
A really great service for dogs to share pictures.
But you said,
of the
you
games with
said,
each other.
you said it's a platform agnostic, cloud-based
Yes.
game-saving service, right?
Yeah, and we're proud to announce the partnership with FTW, where now you're going to be able to save your game on your iPhone 4 and restart it on your dog at your computer.
Anywhere you want.
Anywhere you
Anywhere
want,
your
on
dog
anyone's
is.
dog.
All right, this is going to be great. This is going to be awesome. All right, so Justin, first round here. Who's up first?
All right, here we go. This is actually you guys are both going to Brian. You'll go first. Here
Okay.
on this.
Got it.
All right.
Ready. Hit
This
me
is
up.
a mobile social app that connects strangers via voice-based communication on common interests. All right.
Okay, all right. Now, first of all, this may or may not be real, what I'm hearing. So do I need to figure out which parts are real and which parts are
No.
not?
You just need to decide. These are all actual services.
Gotcha.
But you just need to decide what the name really is.
Gotcha. Hit me with the description again.
Okay. A mobile social app that connects strangers via voice based on common interests. Okay. It is either Parlor.fm, Talk, or Shut Your Idiot Facebox.
What's funny is I thought, well, it can't be the first one. That's a stupid name. And then you said the second one. I'm like, that name is clearly even worse. And then the third one, I was just like, well, I wish I'd gone back to number one. Those names again, and this is a real thing.
One of these are real.
Right.
It is either Parlor.fm, Talk, or TalkX4, like number 4 for short, or Shut Your Idiot Facebox.
I'm going to say Parlor.fm. Oh! I can't believe it. I'm actually winning a game. That's never happened in the history of this show.
You
That's
are
awesome.
indeed winning. Parlor.fm is a new web-based cloud app where you can connect with people randomly. It's kind of like chat roulette, but you connect, like you're like, I want to talk about sports, boop, and then it calls somebody.
You're
and then
like,
you have
I
a
like
meaningful
sports. You like
conversation, if that
sports. You know
makes
what's
sense.
dumb? Curling. Curling's
Wait,
dumb. I agree.
Did all
Curling's
of
dumb.
these get funded? These all have funding?
These all have funding.
How
Yes.
much did they raise?
I don't know. And although that would have been a really fun part of the game for me to tell Mark how much money these all got funded for. Did he pull out what little hair he had?
I'm not even kidding. This is just Lava Life rebranded. I'm not even kidding. You can get the same exact results by just calling any phone sex hotline.
Okay. All right, hater. Calm down.
All right.
I'm
All
just
right.
saying.
Hey, bro, you got your chance to win it back. Why don't you go ahead and make some magic happen, bro?
Focus on the game.
You
And by the
got
way,
it. Go for it.
that's going to be the fun mini game for everybody watching and listening at home, is watching the entrepreneurs slowly go crazy as I read off the description of these ideas. Okay, here we go. Mark, focus here. Come on. This is rethinking the browser in a way that makes sense for a more social, interactive web experience.
Rock me it.
Is it Zyklone with a Z, Rock Melt with a melt, or All Your Ideas Are Stupid, Stop Sharing Them, the desktop edition?
Okay, Zyklone with the Z, or what was the second one?
Rock Melt.
Okay, it's Rock Me It, I think.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Pause everything. Because if he not only picks the right one, but corrects your idiot reading of a very simple name, then he gets
Yeah, it's
double
Rock Me
points because he got it right and he called you an idiot at the same time.
Well,
Or is that? No, am I wrong? I could be wrong. I very much disagree.
Yes, I am that dumb. It is Rock Me Dotted.
I mean,
Is Rock Melt a real thing? Or
It looked like Rock Melt.
it looks like Rock Me It. I don't know. Maybe it is Rock Melt.
I thought I've heard the words. I've heard the words
Let's go ahead
Rock
and
Melt
Google
before.
Rock Melt real quick.
Because I know I've heard Rock Melt before.
Wait, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Rock Melt. In your face, Burnmeister.
Burstiner? Eat
Okay,
that. It is
okay.
Rock Melt.
I was just asking. Man.
Okay, you know what?
Why are you hating?
Instead of getting double points, you lose your point for freaking trying to make Justin look bad.
You're not Quizmaster. You're playing the game.
All
You're
right.
the one who started the double point thing. I'm deducting a point from you.
Oh, come on!
Wait. You know what? Wait. Yeah, it is. It is an L. It is an L. You're correct. You are correct.
Wow. Do you like the way he was about to counter you, and then all of a sudden he was just like, wait. Oh, you know what I should do is shut up and let Justin run this game the way he wants to. So I'm
All
at
I'm
0.
saying is I voted correctly, didn't I?
Now, you got it. Mark B, you got it. And I'll tell you, and you won with dignity in class, unlike Rabble Rouser McGee. Okay.
What are you
That's what
talking
it's called.
about? I'm just
Okay.
all right.
Brian?
All
we're
right,
done.
yes, sir.
By the way, we move into double points.
Oh, good. Thank goodness. Ready.
Moving into double points.
Good. Bring it.
This app allows consumers to monetize otherwise boring photos and videos on your cell phone.
All right. I believe in this app. So essentially, you take a picture and you're able to sell it. You're licensing it to people. Yeah, of course.
You have a lot of really boring photos on your phone. This way, you can sell them to this company.
Right. Gotcha. The answer is chat roulette.
Is it Click Cash?
I'm sorry. What cash?
Click Cash.
Gotcha. Okay.
Fizzwaz. Or We Buy Pics of Ugly People.
Those are such terrible names. Tell me none of them are real. Click Cash or Fizzwaz?
Fizzwaz or We Buy Pics of Ugly People.
Okay, I'm going to say Click Cash.
Click Cash. A double point round. Brian, your answer is... No! I'm sorry, Brian. Unfortunately, this is actually Fizzwaz.
I don't believe you. This is a terrible idea for something. This is the worst idea I've ever heard in my entire life.
I like to call this segment Offending Possible Sponsors.
Okay. All right. I do. Okay. In no way did I mean anything like that. Of course, we're happy to take Fizzwaz's money.
Exactly. If you want to pay us to talk about your crap product, we'll be happy to do it.
The product is probably great, but the name is Click Cash makes so much more sense. Why? You came up with Click Cash, right?
I did.
So you came up with Click Cash, and
I also came up with We Buy Pics of Ugly People.
Okay, but
slots
obviously,
very naturally into that brand.
Obviously, you made up that one. But okay, all right. So I'm still at 0. Mark, you're at 1 point. Let's see what we got.
Here we go. Mark, it is back to you. We are in double point round. A multi-touch iOS app allows for visual manipulation of music for DJs. Is it Shape Mix, Scratch, that is SKRATTCH, or this would have sounded way better when I was still addicted to Oxycontin?
Now, first of all, I'm going to say I can relate because I also was addicted to OxyContin, and it was not, but it wasn't
and
fun.
It made music sound awesome.
It would have also appealed to me. But I'm going to say Scratch with the 2 T's.
Mark, your answer, which would take you to 3 points, a commanding lead on Brian, is... Oh!
What is this one?
That is Shape Mix.
Shake Mix.
Available on the App Store for your iPad right now.
All right, do I have a chance to steal here? Can we got one? Is there a final round we can go into?
We have 2 more. We have 2 more. And this one is worth
funding.
Triple points.
These all, dude, look at that. This is like how frustrated Mark is that they're all funded, that they're all real. That's real agony on your face. Thank you very much for sharing that with us.
All right,
Mark.
Brian.
Yes, sir.
You bring to 3 points and a lead on Mark. A new platform that allows drag and drop mobile game programming. Is it?
Hold on.
If he gets it wrong, can I steal?
I saw his face when you mentioned this drag and drop mobile programming.
Before you
and
read
I do believe
the
this one is based in Austin.
I'm texting you the
It was
answer
obvious
right
that Mark had just seen his first naked lady ever. The moment that you said that. Okay, go on. Hit me up.
All right. Is it Game Salad, Select Start, or Tron?
now. Oh, never mind.
What do you mean,
Just
never
curse
mind?
Really low.
I was so wrong. I was wrong. I thought.
Oh my God, really? It wasn't even that.
No, I can't even believe that there's more than one. I can't even believe it.
Hit me up again. What were the choices, Justin?
Is it Game Salad, Select Start, or Tron?
I'm going to say that it's certainly not Tron for obvious copyright infringement.
It might be, though.
I'm
Might
going
be
to also
Tron.
say that while Game Salad is silly sounding, it does make sense in that you pick in, little bits of this, little bits of like a salad bar, right? Select Start sounds like something that would try to sound fancy, but actually be stupid. And that sounds like something that Justin would make up. So I'm going to say Game Salad.
Very interesting reasoning, Brian. To bring you 1 point ahead of Mark, your answer is...
Surprise!
Oh, I think you're like surprisingly wrong. So it is game salad. Woo!
It is game salad.
That's
Listen,
3-1,
we are now
bro.
moving into our final round.
3-1.
All right.
Are you ready for this?
Do you guys have any piece of paper in front of you?
I
got
do.
a writing implement?
I do. I
Yeah.
can write on the back of this Bone Earth Future Resident thing that Adrian gave me. I can jot on the back of this, which...
Oh, no, I don't have a pen. Baby, pen.
All right. While baby grabs you a pen, I'm going to read to you this final clue. This question is worth 500,000 points.
Holy cow, this is 500,000 points. I could win the game if I get this one right.
You are actually in the lead, Brian.
I know, but like I could really win the game and be able to be like, remember how many points I beat you by, Mark B? That's pretty awesome for me, right?
Wait, why could he win? Why, that doesn't make sense. It's my thing.
No, you guys are both going to write it down.
We're going to write it down. Final question.
You know what I'm going to write it on? My Cobra forms.
That's good.
Write it under Cobra form.
For those of you who don't know, Cobra is the health insurance you get when you're unemployed. The life of a startup entrepreneur.
Thanks, Obama.
All right.
I'm ready.
Oh my God.
He's a jackass.
That was about you that Obama said that, by the way. All right.
Here we go, gentlemen. This is a mobile app which allows for wireless playback of music
I'm
via
sorry.
Bluetooth.
You said wireless what?
Playback
Oh, I thought I
of
heard something
music
else.
via Bluetooth. Is it A, MyStream, B, Bass Share, and that is BASS Share, or Hey person I just met at a filthy bus stop, remember Natalie Imbruglia? Because I can play her for you on my dumb phone, the app.
All right. What were those again?
That is MyStream, Bass Share, or Hey person I just met at a filthy bus stop, remember Natalie Imbruglia? Because I can play her for you on my dumb phone, the app.
Isn't the G in Imbruglia silent?
You know what? He wouldn't know because he was born too young.
No, they had to make it. They had to make it an audible G for SEO purposes.
There we go. Got it. There's my pick right there.
All right,
You got yours? All right.
Mark, can you please reveal your pick? Base Share, for those listening. Base Share has been selected by Mark B. Brian, can you please turn around? Base Share.
Why do I get the feeling that we're both wrong?
I get the fact that. Are you kidding me? That's terrible.
You guys have both lost,
Natalie
which
Imbruglia
sends
one,
you to
wasn't it?
both negative points, which means that there is no winner. In fact, the only winner tonight, folks, is, ladies and gentlemen, Natalie Imbruglia.
Yeah, all right. You gotta kill it with fire, bro. Come on.
There we go, folks. And that was our first ever game of Bubble Jump.
Playing that song.
Okay, you know what? Bubble Jumble gets a giant thumbs up, and I think it'll only get better once we get Mark Cuban on the show, and and bigger names. It's only going to get better and better. In fact, I feel like we should have had.
Whenever we have anybody who's been in any kind of startup situation that has had to scramble for cash and beg and plead and deface themselves in front of strangers so they can make their dream happen, we're just going to completely show what a dog and pony show everything is by this ridiculous game.
It's an awesome game because
I think you should modify and actually do whether or not the startup is real, because that will be as difficult as this was, if not more so.
yeah, well, that's the other thing is like I kept waiting for the option to like, but this is a joke, right? And there's not really this product and or service.
These
Dude,
are all real. And half of them are in the App Store right now.
Wow, that is
that
awesome.
breaks my heart.
Hey, you know what else is in the App Store? Mark, have you heard of this thing? I don't know.
What?
You ever? We did our summer movie fantasy league last week.
Yeah,
right?
I'm sad I wasn't involved in that, actually.
Dude, we totally wanted you, but then
Hey,
Justin
next
was
year,
just
kiddo.
like, you know,
Keep your head up.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
For those of you who don't know, we're actually gonna bring you back up to speed. We auctioned off 27 of the top movies of the entire summer, and many of them, there we go, Many of them, here's the thing. If you go to draft.nsfwshow.com, I'm going to type that out. That's draft.nsfwshow.com. You know what happens when you go there, Mark?
Science.
Science happens. That's exactly right, because you go there and you can see an up-to-date Google document that automatically will update how the standing is. Now, there's two things. First of all, number one, we auctioned off all the movies, and the auction is closed for people who want to play the game because guess how many, Justin, guess how many people Dan Dirks manually entered into the chat realm side of the contest?
I do believe it was over 9,000 minus 8,600.
That's right. No, actually, it was even better than that. Or I guess that's about right. About 450 chat realm teams got in there. We still got people who are upset because they heard the show too late and they went to go join. And because source code just came out, they were too late to join. Here's the thing. You guys can't be in the official chat realm league, but you can go ahead and play along yourself. If you head on over to draft.nsfwshow.com/form, you'll be able to create your own team and play along at home. But do you realize, Justin, what a giant buzz there is about this thing? All the pundits are talking about it.
Everybody. Yeah, no, it's happening. In fact, I've heard it spurned or created its own blog.
No, that's not possible because, look, blogs are difficult to make. They're hard to keep up. They're complicated. You have to have the ability.
Stop right there. That's not true.
What are you talking about? Wait, Mark, what would you know about blogs? We're just talking about making a blog.
You're the CEO of FTW.
Yeah, but making blogs is hard. Everybody knows you can't make a blog, and it's hard.
Yeah.
Clearly, you've never done a hosty jigger by yourself, have you?
A hosty jigger? What is that called?
I actually take offense to you even using that terminology on this family podcast.
What?
It's a dance slash it's a vessel that you measure drinks with websites, and Squarespace is the place to do things like that.
Squarespace. Okay, so you're saying that I can make a site.
Tell me of this wise wizard, strange traveler.
It's not complicated. It's not hard to do.
You might think so, but believe it or not, you think I'm just a little video game whizzygigger. But in reality, the FTW site right now is hosted on Squarespace, believe it or not.
Okay, but why should I use Squarespace instead of, because a friend of mine, he's familiar with WordPress. And in fact, he got halfway done on a site all about this on WordPress. What are we to do now?
Well, first, punch him in the face for using WordPress. Secondly,
boom.
Done and done. Right?
Yeah.
Tell them to go to squarespace.com/NSFW and sign up for a free account.
Yeah, but
because it's so stupid easy.
Is it easy to migrate the work he's done on WordPress over to Squarespace?
How easy is it to burn a batch of brownies? So easy.
Apparently very easy.
Easy is how it is.
Wow.
So you're saying it's even easier to do while drunk?
Don't even get me started, Justin.
Okay, so here's the question.
Don't worry, I won't.
So I'm going to check. I believe the current blog du jour is nsfw2011.squarespace.com. I'm going to see if that's right. Somebody's actually writing up. Hold on. Let me see. Explain what's going on at this website, Justin.
Well, I believe it was Dude Bro 9000, a big fan of the show that I was talking to on Twitter at the end of last week, and we were talking about the draft that we had done on last week's episode, which of course you can find everywhere. But I said that if somebody made a blog that was just detailing all the news from these movies, I would not only follow it in my RSS feed, but I would link to it all summer and read it every single day. And I think a lot of other people who are following the league would. And sure enough, they did it just that easily. And it's up there right now. They have news on Source Code, which was the film that opened this week, which is Brian's first film. So everybody head on over to NSFW Draft 2011.squarespace.com. And this is just, somebody who's not, he doesn't want to obviously put in a billion hours doing a crazy blog about this silly league, but he wanted to have it up there, and he's using squarespace.com. And you want to know what, Brian? I'll bet you he even used squarespace.com/NSFW, the offer code, which lets Squarespace know that we're the ones who sent you there and make sure that they keep advertising on this show.
You know what? NSFW, there we go. Squarespace.com/NSFW. But you know what's great about NSFW is it's so easy. You just drag and drop things, you move stuff around, you get good looking websites. Did you know that the folks in the chat room have put together a website called NSFW Show Lessons or nsfwlessons.squarespace.com?
I believe
I
that
love
that
that
got a little
website.
hashtag love last week
It-
on the Twitter.
It did indeed. So when people put it out there, first of all, take a look at this. Not only do they have a bunch of graphical assets showing the NSFW lessons you learn, but it's a live feed that lets you know all of the lessons that you learn from Bri and the Gerbs. But in this case, we have when there's a pretty girl at E3, you should embarrass her as soon as possible. We've got never test Skype alternatives before the show with the crash thing. My horse is amazing is an NSFW lesson they learned. Never mess with chat realm and listening to a made-up online radio station all day does not help you prepare for your exam the next day. So people are learning all kinds of important things through NSFW, and they're able to see it at NSFW lessons at squarespace.com. Correct, sir?
Just that easy. You can follow your passion, folks. The spark of inspiration for which will light the flame that will carry a million hot air balloons.
Can we
of
say one thing?
dreams.
And I kind of want to pull back the fourth wall here real quick just to talk to Mark because, of course, many of you know Mark just left Squarespace, so of course he has
Hey,
a
by the way, we can just go ahead and we were acting. We were doing a little scene before. We know the
Just in
Mark
case-
knows about Squarespace.
just in case you didn't know, right?
Yeah.
But
Hi, my name is Justin Robert Young. I just acted in that scene that you just watched with Mark B.
But seriously, Mark said something at South by Southwest that really surprised us because we thought we were just goofing around with the 2-week trials. You guys love people making joke sites with the 2-week trial, right? Because it gets you familiar with the tools and it gets the stuff out there, right? So that's a good thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, the more you play with it, the more like even if you don't actually sign up. I mean, like, and of course, just for safety's sake, I'm not speaking on behalf of Squarespace because I can't.
Of course, because you're not there
but-
anymore. But when you were
No,
at
of course.
Squarespace, yeah.
But of course, because I mean, like at that point, you've actually gotten in there. You're starting using the product. You're getting more familiar with it. And even if you don't sign up for an account, you're familiar with it. You know what it's like. You're going to tell everybody else. You're going to go home and be like, oh, "Mom, you wanted to start a blog about your ridiculous pies? Like, cool." Do
So
it on
let's
Squarespace.
do this. Let's say this. Whoever has the most creative, bizarre 2-week trial site in the next week, Justin or I, or both of us, will tweet it out to everyone and say, new champion on NSFW website. Right now, current champion is the NSFW draft blog. That's a great implementation. Good way to spend your 2 weeks, right?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, no, I think that's absolutely fantastic. So what you're saying that people should reply us on Twitter, so at Justin R. Young or at Schwood with your ridiculous blog that you've started in your 2-week free trial by going to squarespace.com/NSFW. We'll look over it and we'll just say, hey, this is my new favorite, and we'll retweet it out to the world.
There you go. That's exactly what we're going to do. But you know what we're going to
There
do
we go.
right now while we're live on the show?
What's that?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the deal, Brian. I don't know if you saw the absolute pain and anguish in Mark B's face while we were reading off all those
Huge
all those
pain,
startups.
huge anguish.
Let
You
me
know.
tell you, it was delicious, and I drank every tear.
But here's the thing.
Oh.
There's no denying there's a bubble here. There's just money to be had. The fat of the land is rolling through the hills. So what we need to do is cash in, baby. We're going to come up with our own $100 million paper startup pitch right now. It's going to be quick, okay? Because, you don't need to overthink these things. If you bake it too long, it burns. Am I right, people? Huh? Come on.
Yeah, no, I mean, I see where you're coming from, but I don't understand. You're just saying we're just gonna whip up an idea and the checks are
go.
gonna come flying in.
Let's go. All right, so here we go. We need a concept. Let's just throw around some buzzwords. Let's see if we can put something together real quick.
Okay,
I'm gonna start saying words.
Pivoting. We're going to start with pivoting.
Okay,
Pivoting.
Okay,
So,
here's
that's the thing. So normally companies go and they don't succeed and then they pivot. We're going to be the first company.
We're gonna
to pivot
start
before
there.
we start.
right. Okay,
We're
so
gonna
we're
start
gonna go
pivoting.
in the round. We're gonna go in the round. We're creating a new startup. All three of us. We all signed a napkin before this began. That's why we're all partners. Okay, it's a pivoting social. Justin.
A pivoting, social, mobile, cloud-based.
Synergy.
Synergy engine.
There we go.
Wait, I'm going to write that down on my Cobra phone. One second.
It's a pivoting mobile cloud-based pivoting social mobile cloud-based synergy engine. This is huge. This is
There
going to
we
be
go.
huge. We got to come up with the name for it. What's the name?
Well, no, here we go. No, but Brian, I got a checklist here. All right. Staff size. How many people do we need to do it?
At least 700. There's a really big bridge you gotta get over, and you're gonna need at least 700
Yeah,
people.
in order to reach the tipping point, you need to hit
Yes,
700.
Exactly.
That's very
It's really,
true.
when you look at the synergy engine market right now, 700 is
That's
a
so
light
true.
staff.
It's
We're
rough
bare
these
bones
days.
at 700.
Totally true.
Okay, location and office requirements. 'Cause,
Austin,
you gotta be
Texas.
No, I'm sorry, Brian. No, we can't. You can't just base all of your logic on it's next to my house.
But
Look, I was thinking
I was actually basing it on barbecue. But if you want to say it's also near my house, then that's fine. So you can argue with barbecue?
Okay, Mark,
Barbecue.
what do you suggest?
Barbecue.
I say my grandparents' basement. There's a pool table. There's a really cool bar. There's a really old computer.
And where
a
do your
dark room.
grandparents live?
In central New Jersey.
Jersey. Okay.
Okay,
He says
there we go.
Jersey.
Central New Jersey. 700 people in your
Austin.
grandparents' basement.
Austin.
Be nice and cozy.
Austin
Mark-
barbecue.
Great thinking. Great
Thank
thinking.
you. Thank you.
Central Jersey locked.
No, Justin, that's a terrible idea. That's
Likely competitors. Who are we going up against? Who do we mark as our own competitor?
the
I
Russians.
think our number one competitor is you think it's the Russians, and then you think
The
to yourself,
Soviets.
hey, hasn't anybody ever made a new line of sunglasses that are all made of wood and called them Schwood?
Okay, hold on. Where is this headed here?
Yeah.
You would think that
I'll
the
tell you what,
answer would
that
be
sounds
no.
like a synergy engine coming together right
But
now.
somehow, if you go to schwoodshop.com, indeed, this does exist. So they are our number one competitor, hands down.
You know what?
because
I'm down with
They
this.
have
I'm down with this.
synergized glasses and wood easily.
Glasses and wood. So there we go. So we're looking at schwoodstore.com.
Guys, no,
No,
Schwood
Schwood Shop. I'm not kidding. This is a real
Schwoodshop,
thing.
It's a real thing.
schwoodshop.com.
No, this is
Uh,
great though, because what
I'm
we
gonna-
could do is that we can people who think they're going to Schwood Shop, who think they're about to get, these wooden sunglasses, instead they go to schwood.com, right, which is my website, which is of course hosted by Squarespace. Instead, they go to schwood.com and it says, "Hey bro, you like wooden sunglasses? Well, how would you like a pivoting mobile social what is it we doing? A
Cloud-based
synergy.
synergy engine.
Synergistic decision engine.
Yeah, exactly, right? And then they're like, "Well, I was going to get some sunglasses, but instead I'm going to switch over to where the money's at."
This is crystal clear for people that are looking to give us $100 million immediately. Also, I want to point out I'm listing possible competitors as Mahalo, Odio, and AskSandy.com.
And the Soviets. Just put the
And
Soviets.
the Soviets. So
The
we're looking at schwoodstore.com, Mahalo, Odio, AskSandy.com, and
the Soviets. Great. What else is left? I mean, this thing's about ready
Name.
to launch,
We need
right?
two more things: a name and a logo. So we got to think real quick. A name. What
All
are we
right.
gonna
I
go with?
suggest that each of us contribute one syllable. So
All right, well, from left to right
in
on the screen.
advance, I'm going to say,
Mark,
you know what?
start.
Here, everybody write down a syllable, and we'll just see, because I don't want other
Wait,
syllables.
we're going from left to right, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
So you start, Mark.
Okay. Okay.
There you go. I got my syllable. Ready. Gentlemen, the name of our company is, get it centered,
Wait, where is it?
Grab Brew. Grab Brew Barb. It's a global company where we make synergy engines. Grab Brew Barb. Grab Brew
You know, I half expected Justin to go with like just L-Y, Lee. So it would be Grabber Lee. But no,
No.
I think Barf works a lot better. It really
Grabber
rolls off the
Barf.
tongue.
You know, here's the thing. Barf it's a universal term. Everybody knows it. You know, you really want to hitch your star to that wagon.
So what's our domain name then?
Well, it's got to be grabberbarf.squarespace.com, which I'm sure is being registered as we speak these words. And by the time we go to that website, it will already be up and running, giving our mobile or pivoting social mobile cloud-based synergy engine.
Synergistic decision engine.
There we go.
And also, you can follow us at twitter.com/grabrewbarf in a minute and a half.
This just
So now we just need a logo.
Grabberbarf already registered, already live.
know. So there we
Grabberbarf.
go.
Grabbrewbarf.squarespace.com already up. So very
Oh, wait a
excited.
minute. There's 2 B's? I didn't know about the second B.
Well, grab. Oh, wait. No, wait. Yeah, that's not right. There should be only one B.
God.
It's
Copyright infringement.
grab brew
Can someone get those URL squatting trolls off our
Seriously,
Yeah,
get
come on,
those
it's
ragamuffins taken care of.
Squarespace.com. Come on. Come on.
Jeez.
Now, here's the deal. We just need to describe what the logo looks like, and hopefully the next time that you go to
just give me a
grabrhubarf.com
second.
or anybody
I'll draw
who's
it.
listening to this via podcast, they can just go to grabrhubarf.squarespace.com, and they will see the logo, surely, of what we're talking about. So, Brian, when you think of Grab Rhubarf, what do you think of logo-wise?
A lot of people are suggesting the Brian Hare logo is coming up, or other people say 8 == D, but of course that's not true no matter how many equals you add to it. I'm going to say that it's got to be left whack. You know what? There's the logo for Grab Rhubarf right there. That's our logo.
All right,
It's
now
the
listen.
saucy pit pad, is we like to call him.
That's good. I like that. I have one note, Mark.
Yeah.
Can we please have the circle that you have there also be an egg that a dinosaur is hatching out of?
Oh, good Lord. Okay, I don't know how far my artistic ability will take me here, but I'll do what I can.
This is part of the fun. Folks, if you're listening to this on audio, then you really should download the video version or at least go to grabrhubarf.squarespace.com so you can see what Mark is going to draw here. If I can describe what it is a face that is it's pouring knowledge forth.
It looks like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah.
I said Doughboy.
Except one eye is actually an eye, and the other one is just blacked out, like a mistreated doll.
This is the worst thing I've ever drawn, you guys, and I went to art school, okay? Like,
All right, let's see it. Let's see it. You bust out our new logo. Yes, please promise you will give a high resolution. I swear. Now listen, I don't normally do this, but I swear to science that when Justin and I take over Hollywood, that will be our logo. Like that will be when it's we're gonna name our company
Grab Rhubarf.
Grab Rhubarf, and we will use this logo. We need you to scan the Synergy Dragon and send it in to us so we can because that is awesome.
And in the what's it called in the commercials, of course we're gonna buy a Super Bowl commercial immediately upon getting this money. And in fact, we have $100 million. We're gonna buy a Super Bowl commercial even if the strike cancels the Super Bowl.
You know what we're gonna do? We're actually gonna hit up our friend Greg Grunberg and somehow get him to talk J.J. Abrams into putting the Grab Rhubarf logo after Bad Robot, even though we'll have nothing to do with any of his things forever. But it'll be Bad Robot followed by Show It Again. Bad Robot followed by Synergy, the Synergy Dragon.
Well, and listen, here's how it goes. Imagine this animated, guys. So
I'm actually gonna,
it's just a circle that rolls out center, right? And then the head pops out and throws the Grab Rhubarf all over, like down. And then all of a sudden, it lights up I love badges over the top. So it just slowly appears. And then the Synergy Dragon pops out from behind and just goes, Synergy!
Oh my God. That's so perfect.
I'm laughing so hard that I cannot. I'm actually sweating. I'm sweating. I'm laughing so hard.
I'm actually sweating is, I believe, the name of the episode, if I remember correctly. Our plan from the very beginning.
That's perfect because our tagline for Grab Rhubarf is I'm actually sweating.
Okay, so we're going to make a mint on
that's
Grab
just going to
Rhubarf.
be, like in our iconic first commercial, someone's going to be talking to their friend about Grab Rhubarf, and the final line of the commercial is, I'm actually sweating. Logo.
Okay, so here's the thing. Once we get our funding, right, $100 million off the bat, I say...
And by the way, we're not building anything until we get $100 million.
No, of course.
I want to make that perfectly clear to all venture capitalists and angel investors who are watching this and being like, I got to get on the ground floor. Like, you think like, oh, could you guys put together staff or a product?
Nope.
Sorry, buddy.
Nope.
Right.
This is $100 million bucks, and if you're not going to do it, the next guy will.
So Grab Rhubarf, we get $100 million, right? We build 10,000 square foot. We'll match Twit's new facility, right? And then down
in Mark B's grandparents' basement.
Yes.
In Central New Jersey.
And you know what? We're going to build a basement underneath their basement and keep building basements until we hit 10,000 feet. So it'll be like a mile tall and about 10 feet wide. But somewhere in there, we got to have like a break room, right? A rec room, something with like 100-foot wide projection screen. And
dude, what? A good company, the entire place is the break room, rec room.
Yeah.
Not at Grab Room Bar.
Come on.
Because at Grab Room Bar, we have a specific break room. And here's the thing. I want all my employees to go and be able to watch movies and television shows and over 7,000 titles I want them to be able to see. Let's spitball some ideas. How are we going to make this happen?
I'll tell you what, that'll show those punks at ODO.
I'm gonna say an RSS feed of channels from YouTube combined with the videotapes that are in my grandparents' basement.
This is a terrible idea. This is a terrible
Problem
idea.
solved.
Everybody knows that your parents stole those tapes from Blockbuster and they're eventually going to pull them back. And they were stupid to
They
even
were
go
just
to
like,
Blockbuster.
you went out of business, Mark. Baby.
Yeah, do you know
Brian,
why?
how dare you?
Here's the thing.
Do you mean to say that they actually rewound all those videotapes?
I'm going to say that
That's
your grandparents
ridiculous.
were dumb to even leave their stupid house because there's a way I could tell you that you could get 7,000 titles of growing. I'm talking Blu-ray, talking your DVDs, I'm talking instant streaming from your PS3, your Xbox 360, your Nintendo Wii
No way.
console, your
No way.
desktop computer. There's a way
no
to
way.
watch all these movies and they're like right
Nope,
there.
I'm calling Grab Room Bar on you.
Well, sir, you
Got
should
Grab
not.
Room Bar.
You know what? You may call Grabu Barf on me, but I call Netflix on you, sir. Turns out.
Oh, there we go.
That's right. Netflix makes all of this possible. Do you know what I watched on Netflix just the other day?
What you watch on Netflix just the other day?
I'm trying to remember because there's so many dang choices. I went on a bender of adding a bunch of stuff to my instant streaming catalog.
I can tell you what I've been obsessed with over the last like month and a half.
Go on.
The Larry Sanders Show is all on Netflix instant streaming.
No
Every
way,
single
the whole thing?
episode, from beginning to end, all of it right there at your fingertips. And for me, I've been watching it since I was on the road with Andrew over the last couple lecture tours and everything. I was watching it, on my phone. I come back to my house. I watched it again to watch it on my nice HD TV. Netflix is indispensable and has brought so much Larry Sanders in my life. I'm going to grab rhubarb all over myself.
Dude, wait a minute. What is in that Netflix envelope? Because I understand, if I understand correctly, Netflix, they send you stuff in under one business day, right?
And you can get it back to them as quickly as you can watch it. Me, unfortunately, I'm an idiot and don't have an attention span that'll last longer than 10 minutes. But I have Best Worst Movie.
Oh my God, that's the documentary about was it
Yeah.
Troll 2?
Troll 2. Yeah.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
man, they were talking about that over at our friends at the Totally Rad show a couple years back. Dude, that's fantastic. That's so it's like you can get the instant streaming, you can watch the Larry Sanders show,
Yep.
and of course we should point out that the online catalog is always changing. But you got to see, right now, Larry Sanders, get up on it. Best Worst
Dude,
Movie.
I'll tell
up
you
there.
what. They just added so much stuff too. They just added a ton of more Fox stuff. The first season of Glee is on there if you're into that. They just added a bunch of FX. If you haven't seen Archer,
Bond is
watch
on there
Archer.
now, right?
Futurama, giant seasons of Futurama are on there that I haven't seen because I missed them when they came out live. Netflix is the greatest thing in the world. Now, here's the thing. Justin, do you have pulled up where people need to go? Because
Absolutely, Brian. You just need to go to netflix.com/twit. That is netflix.com/TWIT to make sure that they know that it came from this fine family of networks. And, it gives a little bit of a thank you for Twit for tolerating us for this long.
That's
So
it.
go right over.
Look, first of all, everyone, everybody knows that Twit is the place where the world is changing. New media is about to explode all over in the face. It's going to be like a cartoon where new media explodes and old media is left there with
just a big
powder.
grab rhubarb.
just powder and grab barf all over them. But make sure to head on over to netflix.com/twit because fantastic new sponsor. And of course, if they see big action, you're going to get more programming just like this. Hey, man, we have a quick bit of news. I don't know. Have we talked about a little acquisition or a little bit of our booking in the future?
You mean a segment we like to call Chasing Kevin with a drop I didn't make?
That's right. We are looking forward to, in the future, NSFW with Kevin Smith, me, and of course Justin Robert Young. Here's what it boils down to is we talked over Twitter to Kevin Smith and told him about the show. He was excited and into it and said when and where. We got in touch with his publicity agent. We're trying to work it out. It may not be at a Tuesday night, but that is definitely happened in the meantime. Certainly we wouldn't hate for you to let Kevin Smith know how excited you are about the upcoming episode, right?
I mean, let's just, I'll tell you what, Kevin Smith is a new media a pioneer in terms of somebody that has understood what being a celebrity could mean if you leveraged, all of your effort into doing it. And me and Brian are personally gigantic fans. And if there's any way, I mean, like, he's not just some, he's not some dude who's just going to be, have his publicist look over his replies and the publicist decides, what he's going to tell the star. I mean, he's a huge guy, but he pays attention to his Twitter stream. So if you let him know, I'm so excited for you to go on NSFW, and he keeps seeing that over and over and over again, then it's going to be
and first of all, there's no there's no indication that is not going to happen. I mean, by all accounts, it's going to happen. But seriously,
unless that would make you more excited. In that case, he's canceled on us.
Okay, all right.
Hold
on. Don't you dare say that because that's going to end badly. You stop that. Stop that right now in the parlance of NSFW.
I just got a text from Kevin Smith that said, I'm not going to do it. This isn't a joke. I repeat, it's not a joke. I'm not coming on the show unless a billion people reply me.
Okay, no. Really, and that's when the bit totally stopped. Okay, and we got time for one more thing before we got to wrap things up here, right?
Absolutely. Man, we have gone kind of really long. So I guess we're going to have to do a lightning round.
We don't have a hard out. We can take our time. A little bonus episode, bigger than usual.
Hard out.
All right, go on.
All right, are we moving on to Boulder Dash?
Yeah, I say let's play Boulder Dash. Now, and first of all, I should point out that the moment I mentioned that I was looking for a new assistant, the whole world exploded with excitement. And one of the top contenders was one John Tilton, who got all of his friends to live tweet me right before the show. And he hit me up with a double whammy where he's like, hey, bro, think I got an idea for an NSFW bit. Know that game Boulder Dash where you give a weird word and you have to come up with what the definitions are? Why don't you play that with the Urban Dictionaries? My buddies and I do that all the time. Right, Justin?
Yes, Brian.
And so where are we going to take this?
So we have relied. So all three of us can play the game. Me, Mark, and Brian are going to go through a list that was set up by the chat realm earlier today. And here we go. I'll tell you what, Brian, can you bring up?
For the record, can we, since, Balderdash is a trademarked name, Kuhan in the chat realm suggests that we should call our game Bullsh.
Yes. I am for that. Ladies and gentlemen, I will now begin our first ever game of Bullsh. Play sounder I didn't make.
All right, go ahead. I'm ready to play Bullsh.
All right, well, I'll go first. Schwood is our first definition. So you guys have to guess what schwood is.
You mean me and when you say you go first, what you mean is you will do nothing and you will kick it over to me and Mark.
No, I mean that we're all playing because I don't know the answer.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so
I'm just picking one.
Who does?
And then we all go through.
Oh, and you know what? I lost. Let me open up the actual show document because I lost the link when I had to reboot the computer here. But for people who don't understand the rules as we're playing it, you want to sketch that out for them?
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to, we're going to rotate through, and each one of us is going to pick an actual Urban Dictionary term that has the definition hidden from us on the screen. We will all then make up what we think it is, or if we know what it is, we will just say what it is. We will reveal the actual Urban Dictionary definition, and the person who's closest will get a point.
Okay, so in other words, like right now, for example, the very first one here, it says NSFW Balderdash or Bush is schwood. So I will say the definition of a schwood is a pair of sunglasses. Mark, what is your go?
I'm going to say schwood is a I don't know what the level of okayness on the show it is to say.
Just be careful with your language. The ideas are the ideas.
Pretend like you're talking to grandma.
Yeah.
In the
I'm going to say that it is a sharp piece of wood, but maybe not from a tree.
Got you. That was
a
good.
Sharp piece of
Classy.
wood?
Hey, look, there's weird things in this world, man. You don't want to know what I've seen.
Brian, listen, if you don't get the joke, you are the joke.
No, but I kind of want to amend. Can I amend mine?
No.
All right. Well, let's see what it is.
My definition is the host of Film Riot.
And then I accidentally clicked on that. It says
so close.
See, instead of a sharp piece of wood, it was a soft piece of wood, is what it actually read. And by the way, remind me never to click on one of those when the stream's live right there. All right, so that
How
goes.
about you click on it off camera and then decide what it is and whether or not
New
you
rule.
show it.
That's what we're doing from now on, bro. That's
Well, you're
from
the
now
one
on.
picking it, so go ahead and pick one of the terms. We have like 30 terms here.
Okay, I'm gonna go with simming. What is simming?
Can you give me a number?
Number 5, simming.
Wait, what's the pay? Or can I not?
I'll send it over to you. Here
Oh
we
yeah,
go.
by the
I'll
way,
send it
so
over. There you go.
Mark gets the point. There,
Texting it
right?
over to you. Yes, that's 1 point to Mark right there. Did you get what I sent you over the
I did
Skypes?
get it.
There we go.
I did get it. I'm okay. Cool.
All right. So simming, Justin, what is it?
I believe simming is having familiar physical relations with a friend of yours in Sim City.
Ooh, wow, that's very well spoken, Justin. That may be the classiest we've ever handled such a topic. Mark, what about you?
I'm gonna say that even I had the same thought as Justin, but unfortunately he's wrong because SimCity there are no people. That is just the city. So what he meant to say was the Sims. So I'm gonna just ditto him and say
No,
the
you
Sims.
can't do
Therefore,
that.
You know what?
disqualifying
Actually,
Justin.
he can do that, and I'm going to go a step farther in saying that they don't do it in The Sims because I was told by my cousin who once went to a pornographic website that that there are virtual worlds that you can be much more explicit than you can in The Sims. So I'm saying what Mark said, but plus not in The Sims, but in one of these worlds that was built to handle
Just
adult
say it.
content.
Say the
Okay.
URL that you obviously know by heart.
I actually don't know, actually.
It's IMVU, and I have.
Oh,
20
wow.
accounts.
Okay, so
Can we show it?
The answer
No.
is to play The Sims.
I think I was definitely the closest on that one. Just saying.
Well, what if
As
you're
someone
playing
who
The
has
Sims
Sims
in a
before.
city?
Wow, we were all. I think got 0 across the board. Weirdly, I think. I guess Mark's closest to. Got to give it to Mark of
All
the
right,
three
Mark's
of us.
got 2.
That's 2
Mark's got
points.
2. All
2
right, Mark.
points.
Go ahead
Justin's
and,
got hot
pick-
times in the city on the break.
He does have hot times in the city, which turns out to be assault. All right, Mark, what do you got? Which one do you want to go with next?
Oh God, I had to choose.
Yeah,
oh my
just
goodness.
pick a number.
Pick
Give me a
one
number.
quick.
All right, let's go with 17.
17 is immigrant.
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 Jesus.
Mark,
Come on.
what is this in the Urban Dictionary? You got to guess.
For immigrant, I'm gonna say anyone on my mother's side of the family, her age or older.
Okay. I'm gonna
That's my
say
answer.
my answer is the fine stream of individuals which keeps our population neutral.
I'm going to say the host of Scam School.
What? All right, I'm gonna click on it off screen, and get this: the answer: every inhabitant of the USA, which I do believe makes me the closest.
I
with
don't
the
know.
fine stream
How
of
many host
individuals
Scam
that keeps
School?
our population.
How many host Scam School?
Dude, that's not every immigrant. Not every person in the USA hosts Scam School. All right, I won that one.
You
Right?
seen that guy?
Play the
Boring.
music. Play the music. I won. Give me a sounder.
What? We didn't give Mark 2 sounders.
What- Thank you, Mark. It's the old Brian got a point sounder that I'm sure will be added to the soundboard instantly.
Ridiculous.
Okay, so
Play
it's one
the
to
Brian's a big fat baby sounder I didn't make.
me. All right, so that's 1 to me. All right, so it's back to you, Justin. Which one do you want to go with? Which one do you want to go?
I'm going to go with number 18, pixel counting.
Pixel. Hold on. I'm sorry. It's my own fault. I did not mean to interrupt the game. I should have clicked on it.
You clicked on it?
But the chat room, they made me. Because It's the official
All right,
logo.
just to explain it to everybody, it is the Google Chrome logo in the back. In front of it is the Pillsbury Doughboy. It is up top says "Grab Rhubarb," and there's a Jurassic Park Velociraptor peeking his head out of the back. Under it says "Synergy," and then our tagline: "Yay, copyright infringement."
Can I just say that I am embarrassed that it took you that long to make something that horrible.
It's awesome. It's the greatest logo ever. It's the greatest logo we ever.
That is amazing. That actually, that Doughboy. Can we get a side by side? Can we do that?
Yeah, totally. All right, so we got this right here. Let me fix it. There we go. Let's put it side by side.
That's not bad.
Come on.
That is not bad in the least.
I'm going to remove the bug just so we can have the screenshot forever because that may be the greatest. That's the day that Chat Realm won the internet. I do believe.
I'll tell you what, yeah, if you want to see that, I'm sure it's going to be put up at grabrubarf.squarespace.com and any other logo or video or animation that comes in will be posted there as well.
Wow.
My only serious complaint is that you didn't give the Pillsbury Doughboy a black eye. That's the only thing that I'm worried about.
I also think that we need to work in "We love badges."
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm not saying that it couldn't be a little bit better. I'm just saying that I was trying to do the game with you guys and I just saw that and I shouldn't have. I apologize. So it's to Justin. Which one are you going with?
Pixel counting, Brian. It is on pixel counting.
Pixel counting. All right, let's talk about pixel counting. And I'm going to try to
You go first.
I go first?
Yeah.
All right. You know what? When I opened that, it closed the other thing. And that's unfortunate because now I have no idea where the thing is. I just see nothing but grabber.
All you got to do is tell me what pixel counting is.
All right.
Brian.
Pixel counting is, I would say, when you obsess over the metrics of a video game. You'll pixel counting.
Yes. You'll have a hard time pronouncing the term pixel counting.
That's what I'm saying, yes.
Mark B., what do you think pixel counting is?
It is I actually know for a fact, it is the skill of counting pixels in a specific film, whether it's pornographic in nature or not, and being able to tell how large something is in real life.
Justin?
I think you took mine. I was going to say when something is blurred out, either on the news or something, any nudity is blurred out. It is the art of counting the over blown out pixels to determine the size, weight, and girth of things that would be blurred out.
All right. Well, the actual answer is okay, I said being obsessed with counting the pixels in a video game. Both of you had pornographic connotations. This one here, the act of staring at one's screen to avoid
Jesus, Brian.
work. Wow. So that's
what happened to opening stuff off screen?
Well, apparently I made a mistake, and you didn't need to make a big deal about it. So somebody, what kind of bullshit is this? So I say 0. We were all so far off, right? There's no way.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
There we go.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go with Blue Tool. Oh, I wish I hadn't said that. Blue Tool, Justin.
Oh my God! Hold on a second. Oh my God!
What?
Sorry, just keep going, and I will send it.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I like how you said, hold on a second, and then immediately go on, please.
Yeah, that's called being a tease, okay?
Blue Tool, I believe, is somebody who wears those Bluetooth earbuds that is a real jerk.
In fact, I'm going to say somebody specifically who wears those earbuds who's totally tuned out. Like he's walking across traffic and cars are, yeah, man, that guy's a Blue Tool. Mark?
Any one of the members of the Blue Man Group.
Actual answer, which I will open off screen for fear of a video. A person who wears a Bluetooth wireless earpiece everywhere.
I said it first. I get the point.
I say we split the point, 50,
No.
50, 50.
I think you were a cheater and a copycat, which means I get the point.
Okay, you get the point. So that's 1
That
point
is
for you,
such
1 point for
boost.
you, and 2 for Mark, which means this could be our final one. Mark, what do you got?
All right.
Also, this one's worth 70,000 points.
Oh, that's not even fair.
I'm gonna I'm gonna go with this really obvious one. Procrastinating.
Oh my!
How about we not?
We could also do jet wash if you want.
I'm actually more curious about jet wash.
Yeah, let's do
Okay,
jet wash.
Let's go with jet wash.
Although I
Jet
think
wash.
that it might be more vile.
I know we may regret actually. In fact, I'm going to do a side bet and say I'm going to end up wishing we had gone with procrastinating. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Jet
well,
wash.
I just
What is
looked
it?
at what procrastinating is, and it is exactly what we thought. So jet wash is worse. I'm gonna be very happy.
Hey, there we go. Fantastic. Okay, so
There you
jet
go, for
wash.
70,000 points. Jet wash.
Who's going first?
You know you are, Justin.
A jet wash is when I don't know.
Come on, what's a jet wash,
A
bro?
jet wash is when you get clean in the public showering facilities of the New York Jets. You get yourself a little jet wash.
I'm going to say jet wash is a way you sort of sweep the table clean just by blowing some like total bogus crap you made up the morning of a project. You just ruin a project by just jet washing it clean.
That's interesting.
Mark?
As the only one here who has ever been the victim of a jet wash,
Oh, dear.
it is
Wow.
what it actually is being cleaned off just completely, like every nook and cranny, by a pressure washer.
Is that true?
I don't know. I just made all of that up. So let's find out.
According to this, it occurs when someone is walking in front. Oh, dear.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I might read in dulcet tones,
Okay.
occurs when somebody's walking in front of another person who farts, leaving that a vapor trail of gas lingering behind them, only to be inhaled by all those who cross its invisible path. Jet wash.
Now, if I may, I know that as crop dusting, and let me say it is fun as hell.
So
But-
does the chat room. They said crop dusting as well. So I don't even know. I mean, but I guess jet wash. If you're running, I would say you'd have to be
But
running.
it's one of those things where, like, in some places, sodas pop. You know, apparently in some places, the crop dusting is a jet wash.
Okay. All right. I think that depends on how fast you're going. And with that, I say we now declare that none of us are the winner. And apparently we're all loser because we all lost 70,000 points. But I say that's it for this episode.
Actually, no, Brian.
What?
Brian,
What?
wait, hold on. No, there is. I don't know if you're paying attention, but there is a winner.
Who?
Natalie Imbruglia.
All right. That's it for this episode of NSFW. The new show full of win. Oh, you're not going to leave it playing? Fine. I'll just go ahead.
Hold on, wait.
No,
wait,
no,
Brian.
that's all right.
Come back to me. Come back to me. We'll do it again.
Too late, bro. Too late, bro.
Natalie Imbruglia.
And that's it for this
Diet
episode
of
of
Fire.
NSFW. Diet of Fire.
That
Mark,
was the worst mix of anything ever. What
Mark
was
B, where can people follow your awesome shenanigans, sir?
that? At Mark B or at GetFTW on Twitter.
At GetFTW. Of course, you can follow us at GrabRubarf. Complete with our synergy. Look, that's it for this episode of NSFW. I'm Ed Schwood, of course, at Justin R. Young. You got something you want to promote before we wrap things up here?
Yes, absolutely. Everybody go on to Amazon, search for The Grendel Shadow. It's Andrew Main's new ebook. Make sure you pick that up. It's only $1 and you can buy it on your phone, any phone on the Kindle store. So check that out. And Justin R. Young on the Twitter.
We got all the logos for GrabRubarf. We make so much money, bro.
We've already
Synergy.
got 100 million.
Holy cow, that was awesome. All right, here. I'm going to finish getting set. And here's this.
Camera with no need for any post-production work whatsoever. So with that clarified, take a look at the tricks.
This one's French drop's really considered kind of like grade school magic.
gonna do this or what? It's hot. And smelly next to jerky, jerk-faced, jerkistins. What is that? The zipper insult? What is that? All right, forget it. Well, are you ready to get nice? All right, I'm gonna wizard you. Get out of here. Why would you do that? It was not nice. You probably saw this at a kid's birthday party or something, the old floating coin gag. Let me see if I can get it. You gotta get it set up just right so that, there we go. And you can see there's nothing below, like everyone thinks. And then there's nothing above. There we go. You can see, just like that. It's a little baby monkey, and I'm throwing it in my hands, and for some reason I've made up an entire song that I sing with this.
All right, Mark. Had you seen that? Did you watch that episode?
I did not know.
Okay, so the whole premise was you had to decide like which of those are real, analog magic with wizardry hands, and the other was digital magic. Did you have what's your guess as we go through all this?
The card spin one is digital magic.
All right, this one right here.
Okay.
Though.
Oh, so let's start at the beginning.
All right, here we go. So this first one here, this one right there, analog or digital?
Analog.
You say analog, you're right.
Yeah.
This one right here,
analog.
You're right. This one right here.
I'm gonna say digital.
You're right. This one right here,
analog.
You're right again. This one right here?
That one, before it's even done, I'm going to say digital.
You are wrong, sir. This is totally
Really?
analog. Totally analog.
Really?
Yeah.
So
So,
that's surprising.
yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Come
right?
on.
Right? Yeah, totally. She was behind the car and she came crawling out. All right,
And,
what about,
and he just ducked down really fast?
yeah, he ducked down, she stood up. Bada bing bang.
This one I've seen before, so I think is analog. But if it is analog, which I think it is, I don't know how it's done.
It's digital.
Is it really?
It's digital, yeah. In fact,
Looks good.
actually, the
those
next
guys are
episode,
so damn good.
I mean, they're really great, right? And it's like they make the digital effect look like an analog effect. That's what's genius about them, right?
Yeah, this one is digital.
Yeah, that one is digital.
Yeah,
but they
there's
do
no,
some,
there's no other way.
and they do some very clever things to make it look a little. What about this one here?
Now I've made up an entire song
Ah.
that I sing with this.
I'm gonna say that's analog.
Digital.
No, come on.
Yeah, and specifically, get this: everything is analog except for the fact that I throw it up, and then when it comes down, they digitally added in just the sound effect. They were originally going to add a blurred frame of it coming down, but they realized that the sound alone did such a good job of convincing people that it happened that they just left it like that just to see what would happen. How crazy is that, right?